Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and I know that this video is long overdue since it's now the beginning of spooky season. It is September and it's time to put up all those Halloween decorations up and basically be in the Halloween spirit. Normally a week from now or a couple of days from now it's supposed to be Halloween Horror Nights 30.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
But we can't do anything about it, and because they do want to have a very safe event. So just to get you guys into the spirit, I am going to show you how I decorated my room for Halloween, or basically it's very themed off of Halloween Horror Nights, but I do have some Halloween decorations here and there and things that you can actually buy that's affordable that you can decorate in your own home as well. If you guys don't know what this is, I will post the reference picture right over here, and it is the ticket booth that it's part of the Usher's Theater Palace. So I did this. I put a red wrapping paper around this door. I put some thick pieces of foam and been able to do the structure. Honestly, this is not quite done because I did want to give it a tint of brown to make it stick out more like old wood, but I know that the actual wood is like a reddish cherry wood brown. So I'm going to be working on that, and I will be posting pictures later on my Twitter. And I also got these little candle lights to make it seem like the lights are flickering and about to give out as well. I also did the missing E with this. It's not my greatest work, especially now that I realize that I could have done it better. But I also did the bars with some very thin wood and all that stuff, and I also did like the posters of the icons in the background, so make it looks like far away, like in the far end of the booth. And I also found these in the little crafting for scrapbooks, and I put it here to make it seem like the rest of the booth. So I will be adding the 10 cent later, and also trying to get that nice cherry wood color with the brown. But enough of that. Now we are going inside my room. So we have the flickering lights here, and I am going to open to reveal my room. So this is my room, guys. It has a whole bunch of spooky stuff and some cute Halloween decorations here and there. Very 80s aesthetic and other spooky spectacular things as well. I will be going into these in detail one by one. Just keep watching. So I'm going to be directing your attention to this wall over here. I know that this is kind of a weird place to put these. This is Wendy Guts' art. This is the more generic stuff that she has done, especially with the Bride of Frankenstein, Sam from Trick or Treat, and the only Halloween Horror Nights stain that I do have over here is the Vamp 55 drawing, and I love this when she actually posted this up, and I had to get it. I think I got these at MegaCon, but this is more of the generic Halloween stuff that I do have in my room right now. But I will remind you guys that this room tour is more lean towards nerd culture, 80s, and Halloween, since it's, you know, I'm trying to give you guys a little bit of those spooky ideas for you guys to decorate your room if you're in the mood for it. So I will be introducing to you guys my entertainment section. This is where I kind of like hang out whenever I have the free time because I work and I go to school. But either way, these are the things that I decorated a little bit Halloween-y. I did get my Pumpkin King, which is the Nightmare Before Christmas head that Jack wears because he is the Pumpkin King. So my dad did a cosplay of that. He only wore it for 1 year, and then he said that he wanted to scrap it, so he let me keep the head, and I put a little shiny blinky LED light in there so it can look very spooky and very nice and all that stuff. If you like A Nightmare Before Christmas, I will be directing your attention to this only because I think it is very important that we acknowledge the humidifier that helps me bring home my favorite Horror Nights smell, which is the Horror Nights fog. This is Magic Candle Company's Horror Nights humidifier oil, fragrance oil, so your room can smell like Horror Nights fog all year long if you wanted to, but I use it all the time. Let's not tell anybody that. And I do have my PS4, which I play my video games on, and I do have my VCR that still works. and also my audio entertainment area where I can have that really nice surround sound around my room. So not only that, I also bought these two cute ceramic pumpkins from Dollar Tree, $1, and they're actually very durable. They're nicely painted, and they have these cute little leaves at the top that, you know, they're actually very durable. So if that's something that you want in your room, I say go ahead and do it. And just to give it those 80s vibes, I also did get this Pac-Man ghost that does light up. Sorry that you guys can't see it properly. I will do a close-up because of the ring light, but it does light up. And I got this at Hot Topic, and I also have my VHS tape. This is from my baby videos when I was younger, but this is just a reminder from where we came from before we ended up going to DVDs and all that nice stuff. And I also have my Walkman that still works, and it only works for radio. Unfortunately, it does not take tapes because it is broken, but I do like listening to the radio on this sometimes and use it for decorative manners. And also, yes, I'm having this, don't judge me. But also, I would like to, this is something that people do miss out a lot. I do have these drink coasters. They are records, so I don't have to get all those bubbles on my furniture, especially if it's like that cheap wood. But I did want a black furniture so I can pull all of the 80s look together. I have records all along my wall, just certain ones that I really do appreciate. So I do have Motley Crue record up there. I also have a Michael Jackson one over here, the Thriller one. I do have Heart way over there. And I used to have Wham, but I had to take it down for this wall, which you guys will see in a moment. And I also have the Kiss Love Gun record right up there. Like, this is more of my 80s section that I will be showing you guys in a bit. So this is where most of my work stuff happens. I do have a lot of nerdy stuff up there. I do have my Gizmo, which I did buy at Universal Studios in the Bourne store. I think he's retailing for $35. I do have a Krampus pop over there with a child in front of him, and I have a couple of the Universal classic rides that, you know, the ones that close down besides ET up there, along with a couple of classic monster shot glasses and a metal straw just because. And I also have my Baby Yoda, or the child, with a little cookie to represent from where I'm from in Puerto Rico. And I also have my podcast mic, which I also do a podcast, if you guys already didn't know, with Yusuf from Sounds from the Grave. I am his co-host. And this is where I do a lot of my editing. And I also have this really cool typewriter keyboard that lights up. It is quite pricey, but it was given to me as a gift by a friend of mine. And then a couple of pops over here. And it has May from Overwatch, Sarah Sanderson, Emily from Corpse Bride. I actually recently just got her in the mail. And especially since I wanted Victor, but he sold out everywhere. I have Beast and Belle from the live action movie. And of course, Rocket and Groot. And this is something not Universal related, but I also have made this, the Petal Rose thing in the glass. I made it since I'm a big Beauty and the Beast fan. It does also light up as well, but I'm not going to light it up because I don't only use it whenever I really feel like it, mostly around Christmas though. So now we're getting to the good stuff. So this is my Halloween Horror Nights dedicated wall, and it has a couple of Horror Nights posters, just 3, just to make it simple, but it looks very Halloween-y. I did buy these bats at Dollar Tree, and I did use the double-sided tape to get them on there, and I also thumbtacked those leaves around it. And we're also going to be talking about the posters. I do have the Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights 1992 poster way over there, but I did use a couple of ribbons to frame it very carnival-like. I also have the Halloween Horror Nights 10, which is where Jack was first premiered in the year 2000. And it's supposed to be celebrating. There's a little marker at the end of this poster that says 30 Years of Fear, of what it could have been. But hey, and then right over there, you guys can't quite see it, but I will do a close-up. It is Wendy Guts' little art of all of the icons all together, which is why I dedicated this wall just strictly of Horror Nights. And right over there I do have my Halloween lights that I did buy at Dollar Tree, and they were only $1 each, like I said, and I just linked them all together to make it this nice little Halloween aesthetic, as you would like to call it. And of course my bed is very 80s like, which is what's going to be right next, which is this wall that's very 80s. And now we are at my 80s wall, as you guys can see from the really huge 80s synthwave tapestry that I do have right here. It does complement my love for the 80s style and also the 80s synthwave music. I'm also into like dark synthwave EBM type scene as well, which is why I also relate to this. But enough of that. As you guys can see, there are a couple of portraits right up there. These are actually prints that they have available on Redbubble. If you guys don't know what Redbubble is, it is a website that they have all artists like basically sell their art and different things that you're a fan of, whether it be Back to the Future, anything, Horror Nights, even things like that. So if you guys want, that's something that you guys are interested in decorating your room, I definitely recommend Redbubble, or I think it was TeePublic. I think they also do prints there, but I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. So as you guys see here, this is the prints that I do have up. This is a Ghostbusters one, and I also have a Beetlejuice one that says Daylight Come and Me Want to Go Home from the Banana Boat song and Dago song. And I also have two Gremlin prints that one of them I actually got at MegaCon, but this one I got on Redbubble. And then there is the Power of Love, which is a very similar version of the Beetlejuice print, but it is Back to the Future with Marty McFly. As we do get a little bit closer, this is where I do a lot of my makeup looks. This is a vanity that I got from Amazon. It was actually relatively cheap, but I do like it. It does the job. And I also did buy these beauty lights, and it was $20 extra. So if you guys like the beauty lights, so striking, it will be just like that, and it will do just good of a job as any other vanity with the lights installed. I do have a couple of Halloween Horror Nights references here. I do use these cups to hold my brushes. These are my face brushes, and my chance one is my eyeshadow brushes. These are the blinky cups that they do sell at Halloween Horror Nights, and I also decorated it with a Sam lollipop in there. So this is where most of my makeup looks happen, and I'm always constantly here playing with makeup, so it's a great time. Forget the small little detail that I also did decorate my vanity to be very Halloweeny. So I also bought this spider from Dollar Tree, and also bought like these little tiny LED light spiders to go around the vanity to make it look like it's a cobweb type of vanity. So if you're into that and you want to deck out your vanity as well, this is a good idea for you, and it's at Dollar Tree for $1. So one last thing that I will show you guys before I end this video, I also do have this Beetlejuice clock. I did get it at Hot Topic, but unfortunately it's not the one that has the lights around it. I wish it did, and I was kind of hoping it did, but you know, I think this one works just as well. And I also did add the spooky word here that is also at Dollar Tree, and the spider that you guys saw very similarly to the vanity. So that was it for my little room tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this. There is a couple ideas that you guys can get out of this if you are a big Halloween Horror Nights fan, or just Halloween and autumn fan. I hope this also helps you like get those ideas going for your room, or to get into the Halloween season. But the one thing that I will mention is that I do have these LED lights, and they're from Amazon. I did get them for like 35 bucks, but you did get like, it does change colors, so it doesn't have to be orange like it is now. You can do red, which is my favorite to watch horror films. Then there's green, then there's blue, then there's disco, yeah. So it's a really fun thing to have, especially it's a one-time payment. You get it on the side of your room, and you can decorate your room however colors you want. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, don't forget to check me out on my Twitter at HHN Cultist. And I will see you guys next video. Bye.